And here we are, setting out again. Gonna do something haven't done in a while. Take a halfway decent drive. We're gonna revisit a few places we've seen before, and maybe even some places we have yet to see. So we'll see. After all, we are number one. Aren't we? As I'm shooting this, the stay-at-home order has been lifted, or at least partially lifted, and as a result, a bit more traffic today than our previous rides during the stay-at-home order. Let's see, has Cliff's opened yet? Either one of Cliff's places? Alcohol or auto parts? Yeah, the liquor store's open, but not the auto parts. We need liquor to get us through this COVID thing. And again, recrossing this thing. For sure more traffic now than has been all along during the stay-at-home order. Wish it was still in effect. Up ahead we approach US 222, which we're about to pick up northbound. We visited a state park in Pennsylvania up this way back in November of 2019, and going to try to get to it today, because hopefully today the lighting will be better. It was harsh lighting back in November. And up here, we cross north of the border, Pennsylvania. And there's our welcome. Well, we'll soon find out how true the welcome is. Still, been traveling this way almost 40 years. Let's see if we see any Amish wagons on this road. See if the Amish practice social distancing. Well, on the road you better. No matter who you are. Now, as for myself, I've been avoiding people all my life, so I'm very used to social distancing and being passed by standing on double line. You all bear witness to that. I send past videos, maybe less traffic, but the remaining traffic can be very asinine. How come you can't please a Pennsylvanian? At least not the ones around here. But anyway, she'll soon be arriving at the road that takes us to the state park. I hope. I think it's up here someplace. In fact, there it is. Let's hang a left here. Furnace Road. Kind of a nice area around here. Hey, what's happening? Cut that grass. mow that lawn. More than I can do. And more farm scenery for those who are so inclined. Again, our usual cool clouds. Nice Pennsylvanian clouds there. Now on the road, heading into the state park I told you about, which is Susquehannock State Park. And I'm heading for the Overlook, overlooking the Susquehanna. And there we are at the Overlook. Overlooking the Susquehanna. Down there is the Peach Bottom Nuclear Power Station, which I've shown you before in other videos. Quite a ways down. The Columbia and Port Deposit rail line runs down there supposedly on this side of the river, but can't see it from here. This could be a spot where the line passes through a tunnel beneath us. We'll see the line later on though. Some rails visible there in the distance. Yep, in the distance. I'm looking northwest towards the PA 372 bridge. Now departing the park. There are bathrooms there, but they're locked up right now due to the COVID-19 thing. But fortunately, there's a woods that I could borrow. Now arrived at River Road, which will be on for the next hour or so, maybe longer. We're above the Muddy Run Power Plant, a pumped storage plant, and there's the reservoir that feeds the power plant. By day, the plant generates. By night, the turbines become pumps to refill that lake. That's how it works. You have turbines by day, pumps by night. And now we're on Old Pinnacle Road. We will regain River Road in a bit. Pinnacle Road once ran through that way, closed off now. Back in the 70s, it still ran through there, and you could still traverse it. But now you gotta go this way. And this is Old Holtwood Road, which was the main road before they continued 372 into York County. I believe up here is where we regain River Road. And it is. We turn left to continue north. There is another overlook here someplace that overlooks the Susquehanna. I'll try and find it. It's called Pinnacle Overlook because it sits on another part of Pinnacle Road. Well, found my road. Let's find the overlook now. First time for me this way, by the way. Although we're on Pinnacle Road again, the two parts of Pinnacle don't connect, as I showed you. That one part being closed off. But if they did, but I do recall when Pinnacle Road was continuous, back in the mid to late 70s. It was a rocky road that closed off part, but you could drive it. It was open for those who dared. We've arrived apparently at the Overlook area. When you see a parking lot, you know you've arrived. Now find a place to put this thing. Maybe over here. Tell you what, go down here and have a look. That's where these folks come out. Well, the closer I get to the Overlook, the less walking I gotta do. But apparently, still gotta do some walking. Now looking northwest up the Susquehanna from the Overlook. And again, someplace down there runs our Columbian Port Deposit Line, aka C&PD. Somewhere in those trees.
What that got to do with anything? Oh, I know where that's at. Yeah, well, I've been going there my whole life. Yo, the best employee.
And folks on a boat having fun. Now departing the Overlook parking lot and area. Up here back to Pinnacle Road. That way it dead ends, it's closed off as I showed you before, on the other end of it. But to the left is our way out. Somewhere. One of the two drivable portions of Pinnacle Road. Half is still drivable, half is closed off. And back at River Road. We'll turn left to continue north. And back on a very curvy River Road. And more curves. Wouldn't you know it? And way up there, the one-time Penn Low Grade line. Looks rather high grade to me right now. It got abandoned about 20 years ago. Now it's a bike trail. Now we're stopped by the trail with the FYI in front of us. In fact, back in the early 80s, I got lucky here and caught an eastbound freight. The line was electrified at one time with catenary overhead, long removed. Look, you want to see the train? Here it is. And the view to the east, to the west rather, with a distant overpass. And some points of interest along this trail, former railroad, whatever. The train was heading west towards Quarryville, to the left, in the photo you just saw. Maybe I can find one of those places to the east, to the west rather, Safe Harbor, or the trailhead. And back on River Road. And over there, some Amish farming going on. Don't know if you can tell, but there are some minute raindrops that have picked up on the windshield. What, a biker. Make your turn, we'll wait. I have no problem with that. The problem I have is with my fellow drivers. And now we're approaching the safe harbor area. And as it turns out, we have picked up some rain out there. It's simmering down a bit right now, though. But here comes the rain again. Rain and sun. How about that? Now south on Oak Road. With rain and sun at the same time. Well, the sign there says Oak Road. Is it that road or is it this road? I believe it's this one. If I recall my Google map correctly. And more cool farm stuff there. Old barns. And yep, still raining. Is it my imagination? Or am I back at River Road again? I went in the full circle. Well, not really, but heading south on the river now. I believe that one turn that I took, I shouldn't have taken, whatever. So back at the Oak Road here again. All right, let's try again. Turned that way the last time. Going down here this time. And again, more big raindrops. I believe that's access to the railroad trail that I showed you. Somewhere down there. For there to be a parking lot here. And now proceeding back out. It's too wet out there right now to do any walking to go to the trailhead. And now back on River Road, northbound. I'm passing through a place called Highville. It's sort of high. Unless it refers to the residents here. Whatever. Our next point of consequence will be Columbia, which put the Columbia and Port Deposit. And over there, distant turbines. But once again, more rain. More trail access. In fact, here's some places where that Atglen and Susquehanna meets the CMPD. First time here, let's have a look-see. There's the abandoned line we saw a little while ago that we stopped at. Yep, this is it. Although this is referred to as the Enola Low Grade rail trail. That's what it was originally. As I showed you at the last stop. A former Penn line. And of course we're near the spot where this line and the CNPD meet up. Looking southeast there. A double track line at one time, obviously. One track is where the trail is. Other track other side of the fence there. And of course, the Susquehanna directly behind. In fact, someplace by the river would be the CNPD line at a lower level. The line here descends gradually to meet it in this direction. And a cool shot of the CNPD just after its opening. And from back in its steam days too. Yep, steam once ran there before it became electric. Now it's not even electric anymore. They took the catenary down. And a photo taken near our first spot where we stopped. Where I caught a train back in the early 80s, or whenever it was. And the bridges I was trying to find, but they would have been too long of a walk. And it was raining for a while. Would love to get my own shot of that, if I somehow could. Not departing the area. The line's still over there. It meets the CNPD about a mile up. That's how long it takes for it to descend to the CNP level. And you guessed it, back on River Road. And in front of us there, the actual CNPD, Columbian Port Deposit. That's it. Now passing through some place called Washington Borough. And up here we enter Columbia. Like the railroad's name. Got a branch line here we're about to cross. I forget where it goes though. The bridge you see there is old US 30. I guess for the sake of time, I'll pick up the modern day US 30. After this here red block, that is. After I'm out of here. Hey over there. Social distance, don't forget. You got a social distance. You're too close. And up here, about to merge up to US 30 westbound, the modern day 30, the contemporary 30, that is to say, which will take as far as I-83. I got the roads all mine. Nobody back there. Thank you. And up here, recrossing the Susquehanna beneath this bridge. Part of the river there. I tried. Continue practicing social distancing. You saw the sign. Your bullfrog reads and obeys. But still, the emptiest I've ever seen this road. Good. And again, a bit of a sprinkle out there going on. But now we have a very soggy road. And the rain has increased. Again. Now approaching the York area. And up here, our 83 connection. Head south, back to Fat City. Whatever. Back to Coronavirus City. And this is it. The last leg of our journey. The rain simmered down a bit, but again it's simmering back up. But it simmered back down again. Only to simmer back up again. There it goes. Got me hanging. And again, simmered back down. They're still fixing things through here. I guess they're getting paid by the hour, and they take their time. And see? Now it's simmered back down again. As they say, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It'll change. As I keep saying, maybe the roads are emptier now. But the remaining traffic, I don't know. With less traffic and no cops, it's an invitation to speed. And folks do that. Obviously. Got some action over there. As the song says, everybody wants a piece of the action. And apparently here, things still being worked on. I think somebody watched the video and commented it'll be 2 more years before they're done. Gonna be a long 2 years. Whoa, there goes the speeder. Less traffic on the roads, but the remaining traffic is asinine. Maybe even asa-10. And up here, crossing back into Maryland. Oh joy. Right here. Just did. We still got miles to go though, before we sleep or do whatever else. Whatever that poem says. Wear a mask, save lives. I fully agree. Yep, I'm the masked bullfrog. Well, I'm not a singer anymore. But again, more rain. And now it's simmering down again. But now, almost back in our part of the world. And up here, the exit for it. Back to surface streets. Though as I keep saying, I thought all streets had surfaces. At least the rain stopped. So no more raindrops keep it on falling on my head. And up here, re-entering the city. And of course, back in the hood. About 8 to 10 p.m. Our ride was about 155 miles. Disregard the barking dog in the background. But there'll be more to come. So, stick around. And as I'm always telling you, thank you very much for the privilege of your time.